Hey guys, welcome back. So, new updates dropped, been playing it for the past 2 days, and well, yeah, I bought Block, but I'm 4% away. And if you were to watch the VOD that should be posted same day that this is coming out, you will know what happened. Anyways, TRINKET, unequip all. Mac, and then if you're expecting anything else, then I advise you watch any other episode of this and tell me where did running the shoes actually go wrong. Anyways, normally I use the skin you get for getting mastery, the vintage skin, but no, I went an advantage actually. I actually care enough to go alpha sleeper. Stupid, but it gives a actual advantage during blackouts. Uh, Remember, this is Roblox. Half of it's string and the other half is spaghetti code. Things don't work the way they should. And it's early on into the update, so they're still in like that minor testing phase apparently, where they make secret behind the scenes changes. Because Roger is getting tapes, and tons of them, from just getting in chase. Anyways, I will find it extremely poetic if I manage to get blocked this run. So, yeah, Roger's stats actually aren't nearly as bad as they look. I get an extra extraction for a trade-off of less speed. So I bring speed to boost myself and then make my skill checks harder to hit. Because I wasn't struggling enough. It's okay, it's not Pebble. Not Pebble, Shrimpo. This is still part of my uncommon set, so only for 10. But no Easter event, meaning we won't get the fun Easter floor anymore. I know that like last second that could have been a Roger. I swear I saw something. Ooh, E-Speed candy. Oh geez, it's Boxton. Who would have guessed? Guys, can you believe it? It's Boxton. It's Boxy Boo. Let's go. I forgot that I can now speed blitz machines because of Mac. Anyways, uh, yeah, DX, you may know him from a few of my older videos. He suggested something evil that I should do for, hey, Boxen. Yo, who's your friend, by the way? Anyways. Oh, it's Yata. I was hoping Yata wouldn't see me. See if I could get away with this. I think I got away with that. Okay. So, yeah. Anyways, I did not buy Shelly yet. Have to buy all the rares first. Oh my god, Lux, I'm not close enough to feel comfortable trying to use the AFK spot to lose your aggro. There's nothing in there anyways. Okay. There's something wrong with the pathing this update. They're messing with that. I know they're messing with that. I know I'm not going crazy. The the pathing itself, it looks exactly the same, but the actions being taken during it and the duration of chasing all have been being messed with. I don't know if it's on purpose or a byproduct of a different change, but something ain't working anymore. And I figured, hey, client-side issues. Well, I wasn't gonna pull it up or anything in these videos, unless, like, of course I get hit from, like, a light year away. In which case, yeah, I'm gonna pull that up, but I'm not gonna go too deep into it. Now I know that it's not just me. It's not lag causing it. There's a legitimate problem now in the game. And this glitch is affecting some more than others. The YouTube post that I saw, that is the only reason I know that's happening to other people. Yeah, theirs was Yata, for me it's Tisha. So those two seem to be the most common, but it could just be a byproduct of them being, well, comments. They are literally the most common tunes in the game. But that's the thing, Poppy, Cosmo, Shrimpo, none of them have really gone the really far hits, like Yata and Tisha have been. Also, I shouldn't have enough tapes, but Roger is busted now. Yeah, I don't know what code they were messing with that influenced tapes being obtained by getting in Chase Visit Twisted. Because that value should, in theory, be a separate value, completely separate from research. Along with that, it's inconsistent, apparently. Meaning, some things can give, like, 10 tapes, and others can give, like, 20. And some things will give just 5. Hey, look, it's Deacon. No, thank you. I'll have to come back for that. But where is the machine? Oh, it's Tisha, Tegan. Yeah. Something with detection also is a bit fucked. Being able to just go invisible to the Twisteds by hugging a wall. Okay, don't actually go invisible, but your visual hitbox. Because I'm 90% sure that your hitbox that you take damage from and hitbox where you can be seen with are two completely different hitboxes. And I have actually good reason to believe this. It lies within just one simple fact. I've been able to hug a wall to lose Louis. In front of Louis. On all accounts, Louis should have kept seeing me, and it's in the VOD I was talking about earlier. But, yeah. Anyways, this game's in a very fucked up state right now. In other words, it's becoming the next Dead by Daylight. What's new? Well, not fixed camera. Yeah. Anyways, I kind of want to talk about Block, or more of what I've heard about Block. Whoa. Solid range. Okay, that one was completely on me though. Strength, fire, and I got burned. Anyways. Twisted Block actually is, in my opinion, going to be one of the best things to get on the floor. He's only going to be really difficult if you're unprepared, and a good team like will now have a extra member. Instead of like 4 Shellys, they'll have 3 and a Goob. Because like here's the problem with the new Twisted. They can block off a path. This is normally, I usually say normally for a reason here, a very, very bad thing. However, there's 2 easy ways to counter this. 1. Change loop positions. You see a hand sprout up behind you in your loop? You're looping a different way. Or 2, one of, well, technically there's 3, but the other 2 are about the same. At least an idea. Basically, you don't. By using one of 2 methods. 1, a Pocket Astro. This is for your main only runs, and is one of the best solutions. The reason why we would bring a Pocket Astro is first off stealth. They will never be less stealthy than a Pebble, who should be the main distractor in the main only run. This would lead to better outcomes in the end. Also Tech Savvy, we love seeing Tech Savvy when that shows up. Just free speed. Anyway, what you could do is bring Astro and have them pre-trigger a trap. The hands. Why would you do this? Well, they go on a very short cooldown, but a cooldown nonetheless. And that cooldown can be used to completely just ignore the trap. And the second one involves Goop, more for your casual runs that end up going super late game. Goop and Pebble have the perfect setup for their stealth. Goop is the perfect amount that they're able to only be able to take aggro when Pebble's ability is not in play. Meanwhile, Pebble can easily take aggro back. Proximity is not ever an issue. Why Louis and Yatta are also really effective for this strategy, but Goob is, hands down, no pun intended, the best. Goob's capability to pull Pebble across, making him invulnerable for a short amount of time, and take aggro all in one go, yeah, that's busted. Meanwhile, Pebble can down the other side of a chasm and bark to make it so that he gains the aggro again. What this does is suddenly Pebble's now a 1 stealth. His ability senpai. So, Goob can no longer have the aggro. But he can still pull in Pebble worst case scenario. Even across a hand. Goob has speed, and is able to do the first tactic as well. Again, I would advise being a high stealth character if you plan to do the stealth approach to it, but you don't need to be. But yeah. That's my take on the new Twisted. They'll force a new character into the run at worst. At best, your Astros get to do something else other than just machines and restore everyone's stam. Like, seriously, this new Twisted ain't difficult. A bit tedious, but not difficult. And that's what I really like about Twisted Law. Like, other than the design. The design's just perfect. It really does give a vibe of dread to it. Even if, like, the twist itself isn't too dangerous, it can, in theory, be comboed into a very dangerous combo. And, frankly, I'm not going to talk about some of them because I am a 2-speed. With 1 speed trinket, I am now outrunning everything. With that, Twisted Law is pretty much covered. Though I do find it weird that you need to have the hand swing at you in order to actually get the research. But it's so inconsistent that I've ended up just taking a hit from them. So, yeah. Warning for Twisted Plot grinding. As of release, it's a bit finicky. Then again, pretty much everything is right now, it feels like to me. Also, just so you'll know, like, Roger did get this weird buff with tapes, and I do think it's just a glitch. But still. That's a yada. Oh my god. Cosmo, okay, I assumed it was Cosmo. Let's go. Oh, come on. You didn't even let me finish my sentence. Rude. You just twisted me. I got nothing. It would probably be better to, like, record this not at 2 in the morning. Also, if you guys want to see a double down series where I do this challenge with DX or someone else, and we just both use the same character, and we just go through every character, even Sprout, who actively gets worse. And this series will be updating as new toons come out, as new events come out. So like, once the Christmas event rolls back around, and I've gotten Rudy plus Mastery, you can bet that I am going to be putting out a Rudy video. Along with that, I might start making a 420 with every character series. Because it might be fun. Basically, I've always loved going to like floor 20. But solo floor 20 sounds like a nightmare. Unfortunately for me, my channel is built on me tormenting myself with new nightmares. So, yeah, I get to have fun. But yeah, overall talking, that would be an extremely fun challenge that I'm hands down trying to do because, well, difficulty. And it will be completely separate from this series, so every main will have to get the 420 twice. Including Bassy and Astro. And Sprout. Okay. It's not that these three don't have a ability. It's that their abilities just don't do anything. Bassy is the best of the three with high speed, stam, and stealth. But the others are just missing something. So, yeah. That's fun. Of all the characters, I'm not doing Shrimpo. I'm sorry. If you expect me to solo run Shrimpo to float or what? Yeah, I'm doing Shrimpo. He's probably gonna be the finale. Penultimate trial. And the worst character, solo run floor 20. Yes. The answer is yes. It's me we're talking about. I am determined that you don't want to know how many takes I have taken. Actually, no, you can see how many takes I took to get through Shrimpo. To even see floor 5. And that run, I went to like floor 7. I didn't just go to floor 7 though. I went there and said, yeah, I'll end it. Actually, I think I ended it myself. I could be wrong. I know there's a few that I haven't ended myself. I did try to go like 1 or 2 more floors. But I didn't continue because the run was already really grim. Oh, it's Connie. Let's go. Hi, Connie. Do you mind? Thank you. Very polite ghost. 10 out of 10. Wouldn't fuss again. Okay. Moving on. Yeah. That's pretty much all of the things I can, like, off the top of my head think about talking. Like, future video ideas are always nice to just put out there. Even if, like, every video I talk about the same ones, it is just really good for me to just constantly, like, go, yes, this is a natural option I'm planning on doing at some point. And that could be, like, tomorrow, it could be next month, like, it could be next year. Who knows? But the thing is, like, I do plan to make even more content and even more challenges, because honestly, these were really fun. The thing is, you have to play Danny's World a lot. And I mean a lot. I ended up piloting a friend's account for a short amount of time, because they had no free time. Meanwhile, I was chilling with enough free time that I probably could have learned a new hobby. And I just got most of the event done. I ended up missing out on a few eggs. Needed to get the Coca skin, but to be honest, you're not missing much if you're just missing the Coca skin. First off, it's a skin, no dramatic impact immediately. And also, it was the trash Coca skin. Like, whoever designed that, I'm sorry. I get, like, everyone is completely right with their own opinions. Just as I believe that that skin was hands down the worst skin of the set, that doesn't mean that it was the worst. Like, that could be someone's favorite skin. I just say that of the skins, some were more bland, some were more one-sided, but it just felt off seeing Coca Blue. And a missed opportunity to make Coca white chocolate or dark chocolate. Took 2 chocolate, but I did it. But yeah. That's why I couldn't end up recording my videos for Coco or Bassy that I wanted to for this challenge. So they won't be like ultra pre-recorded. They will be just like this one, like day before. Recorded, resized, and then uploaded. Which is, again, all I do with my videos. I just resize them. And honestly, like, a editing app, like, for me, is just a way for me to resize. Though I do plan to make a Gacha Life animation at some point, like, because, yeah, no, my ADHD said that would be a fun hobby. Learning how to do animations. And honestly, like, I feel like I could just keep using reliable splice. So yeah. This runs... I love how we're on floor 6. I didn't even talk about the run itself so far. Like, I've made some offhand comments about it. But I haven't, like, hard said, like, what X does, what Y does, what each stat, like... Normally I go in depth for, like, what stats are important, what they do, why I find them important and all. This video I haven't even done that yet. I've just mainly been rambling while playing. And to be fair, we are already this far in. Like, there's another... wait, it's only been 30 minutes and I'm already pretty much on 4-7. What is this sorcery? Oh right. The 5th gen hasn't arrived yet. Well, that'll slow me down, oh well. So Roger. I've already talked about his stats. Oh my god. Louis. Louis, could I? Louis. Yes, Louis. Okay. Still don't get the pathing. Basically, I am slightly slower than the average toon, but I'm able to do gens slightly faster. Thus, Roger's ability is the reason why he's really popular, especially upon updates. Basically, Roger has the unique ability of being able to perceive twice as much Ichor and research. No, it's just a research. You get twice as much research from a Twisted, whether it's by getting in chase with them, which normally gets 5, for Roger gets 10. Or picking up a capsule, which normally grants 1, it'll grant 2. Which doesn't sound like a lot, because it's such a small number. But that small number decreases your attempts, like your runs, to like 8 necessary. Like, you have to go through hell and back to get it normally, and you can kind of like half by just playing Roger. And he's popular during events and new updates because of this very fact. So in other words, he has no ability of use to us. Because the only Twisted we're missing, I could be playing Flight and I'd get enough research by just entering Chase and getting hit. So, yeah. In terms of Roger's use, he's really good. Especially if you have like 8% left of something, just spam Roger until you get it. Okay. Well, that's not fun. Oh. In my defense, it looked like he was heading into their side room. Not beelining for the machine. Okay. The trinkets brought was running shoes. If you haven't seen any part of this series, then it's the global item, which is the second trinket I'm allowed to bring in this challenge, since I can only bring my selected character's trinket. which was in this case magnifying glass, and then a global one of my choice. Though for a few upcoming ones, I won't have that choice. But yeah, we'll get that one. I might cover that in a second, but yeah, running shoes just improves how fast you move by 5% while walking or running. So basically, I just get basic case throughout the entire run. And as a slow character, this is really good. And for that, I tend to run it dog plush with it to increase my walk speed by 15% total. Though, in my opinion, dog plush is much more of a distractor trinket than a general trinket. Like, anyone can use any trinket, but if you're distracting, you're using dog plush. If not, then, well, you can use it, but I don't advise it. There's better things to toss it towards. Like, even if you're playing, like, Astro Flight or Tisha, to be support to that Pebble or Goob, you can just use running shoes, and then friendship bracelet. Or, you know, cooldown items, like, there's options. You have plenty of options. There we go. Faster, Drew. Okay. Magnifying glass is actually one, in my opinion, of the more interesting trinkets, for it doesn't affect you instantly, and for some runs it may not affect you at all if you accidentally bring it. Basically, it decreases how big of a skill check you get. Roger's skill check is 3, but it looks like a 2 with this trinket. Or close to 2 at least. Oh my god, Louis. Did I see some Z fighting on that model? I think I did. That's funny. R&D. In other words, I just have Louis to worry about. There's a machine in there. And a machine over here. Perfect. I already know where all the machines are. Let's go. So, yeah. It decreases how big the skill check is, which is its downside, but it's one of the few things it's nerfed for a reason. It improves how much you get, how big of a burst of Icar you get when you hit a great skill check by a huge margin. So I like to run it on things like, on Twisted, like, yes, Twisted, I'm playing as a Twisted, let's go. As TOONS such as Gigi, who gets a lot of value from it by having a naturally high skill check already. That adding on the trinket magnifying glass, yes, decreases it, but not enough that you're not gonna hit that skill check. It's hers or English. GG's is 5, so you're gonna be hitting it if you're blindfolded. So, yeah. It's a good trinket. It's one of the best, actually, commonly paired with the Trinket Participation Award, which you will not be seeing anytime soon, because that's on the main. So, yeah. I think we're above average right now, actually. Because we have about 20 minutes, well, 19 minutes, to complete these 2 gens, and then 10 more. And we took Tech Savvy, like, really early on. Like, earlier on than absolutely necessary. Plus, we already took Succession. Okay, no, I did talk earlier that I sometimes talk about the stats, so I guess it's good to talk about them. Let's get the most important stats. As the way those are the ones being affected by me playing Roger. Normally every stat's 3, including HP, but playing different characters makes stats differently, because I think getting an extra 0.3 core 5 because they took a hit in their HP. Roger took a hit in their speed to do machines faster, though. Otherwise, they're 3 across. Their other ones are 3. So, their move speed makes it slower. We are at 12.5 and 22.5 respectively. Oh, Flutter, hi. Oh god, Yada. Oh, no bandage. How did you see me? Yeah, remember, I was standing like here. That is an insane angle. Yada with it. Let's go. We got 2 fairly fast spells here. Let's go. Okay, there's no way I was seen there. I love how I just went silent. Oh my god. I need to get better at just constantly talking, commentating on that. Always say that. So, speed and move slower. Extraction speed is how fast the Ica rises in these machines here. And I suspect that either that stat or the skill check stat affect when you miss a skill check as well. The skill check stat improves, well, skill checks, making them give more. And also making them bigger. Making them really, really strong. Next is stamina. That's 3. It's 1 star is 100, then every substantial star afterwards is 25. Capping out at 200 by stats alone. So you can push past the 200 limit by bringing things such as friendship bracelet, which does add a new question to me, but you know, I've already gotten a few too many questions recently. And so, if you see videos about me doing dumb shit here, trying to max out certain things, don't be surprised. I'd rather play it safe here, because I don't know what's on the next floor, and if it's certain characters, I may not be faster. So yeah. Stealth. Do stealth. Stealth has 2 things, but only one thing's useful here, and it makes it so that we are seeing them closer up than normal. Actually, no, we are seeing from normal distance. But it can make us be seen from further or closer up. So think about stealth as the proximity I can be before I am in chase. Also, 10 minutes to get through floor 10? Yeah, Mac glass OP. And you wonder why when... Don't know. I'm already bad with names. Not looking at names is a terrible idea. But there was this YouTuber, you'd be able to find them. But they said that they'd rework a bunch of different... They made a video on reworking every single trinket, and they did mean every single one at the time. So. Like, I kind of want to look back at it, like, a few updates later, and go, well, yeah, no, that became a trinket, that became that did that, that's been the same, just never changed. Yeah, that still makes sense, like, stuff like that. But one of his, I do remember, like, him talking about them all. I forgot where I was going with this. Fuck. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, Nightcap was actually changed. So, maybe some of the rework, maybe, did actually, influence how the trinkets themselves ended. Now, I'm gonna say it now. My runs with the craft siblings, which is Scraps and Goob, and all means will actually have their second set in their loadout actually be pre-frozen. For the duo, it would be cardboard armor. And I might just do it with GG and maybe Blot as well. Depends if Blot can actually, bypass cardboard armor or not. Because if not, then yeah, it makes sense to pull out the cardboard armor as Blot. But also you need 100% research as the two things, and it feels right to just use a trinket never used, realistically speaking. When was the last time, it wasn't a Goobs or Scraps day and you said, I'm gonna run cardboard armor. Because it's fun. You didn't. You get so late in the game, and it is fundamentally flawed. At the point in time where you get it, you should already know how to play against Scraps and Goop. It procs once per floor, thankfully, and not once per game. And takes exactly one hit. So you get a tiny bit of safety, and that's it. And so, and its pricing is stupid at 2.75k. Now, I might just buy it before Astro, just so I have it. Even though I'm pretty much trying to buy out all the characters first, that's how bad Astro's pricing is. For a in my opinion, a more mediocre thing. The ability's cool and all, but the actual ability of Astro is the... Give me a lost found. Increased stamina regen, plus an active ability to instantly regenerate all stamina of your allies. Well, that was me doing this run. Oh gosh, who is it? Oh, it's Louie and Poppy, cool. And... hey, sub 1 hour. And that's exactly what I'd like to see for this. And honestly, yeah, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. I'm not gonna lie. When I loaded up Roger, I assumed there would be a little challenge. No, it was Cakewalk Central. Toughest floor was 9 with Yata and Flight. Not Flight, Flyer. No, that was Flurry. Yeah, no, I know, that was 9. So, yeah. Watch out for that, and as for the item I'll be using for the mains, it'll be Danny Plush. So a lot of them are getting screwed over. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm going to catch you all in the next one. Goodbye.